Do you know what today is? It is in fact not our anniversary, but it is day one of my December fitness challenge. Join me, won't you? If you watched my previous video announcing that I was doing my 12 days of fitness again this year and expanding it to an overall December fitness challenge, you will know that I am juicing today. Today, which is Sunday, was supposed to be day 2, but my Saturday ended up being kind of crazy. My boyfriend ended up getting a stomach bug. We think he probably got it a week ago actually, because he's been dealing with stomach issues, but it really reached a bad point between Friday night and Saturday morning where he was throwing up, and the poor guy, I had to take him to urgent care. So our Saturday morning was really crazy and hectic, and I wasn't able to get everything together to get my juicing started like I planned. No big deal. It's almost more fitting that I'm starting the juicing today on day 1 of the December challenge, so I'm fine with that. In fact, I've got my juice right here. I'll explain in greater detail what I'm doing for my 3 days of juicing on my blog so that I don't take up too much time here. I'm not juicing my own juices because I just did not feel like washing my juicer 30 times a day. Instead, I found a deal on Guilt City, which is kind of like Groupon, where a local juicing chain was having a deal where they were doing a 3-day cleanse for, you know, a pretty cheap price compared to what it normally costs. And I said, yes, please. Everyone who's joining me on this challenge for the first week will be upping their game in terms of getting more movement, you know, getting more exercise, and just making sure you're not eating like a complete asshole. This time of year, there's always sweets and treats all over the place, you know, at the office or wherever you are, so it's kind of hard to avoid them. The thing about those foods is the more you eat them, the more you want them, and the less you eat them, the less you crave them. So I find that doing a little detox helps me to just reset my system and just get my mind in the game so that it's easier for me to not even think about those foods as much. I'm actually going to be using workouts from Zuzka Light's Z Gym. I discovered that she's doing a promotion right now, and it ends tomorrow, so if you want to join me, make sure you get on board, but you can join her gym for just $1 for the first month. After that, I'm probably gonna cancel. I'll have access to her Z Gym and her programming schedule for the entire month of December. I think because it's a month, I would imagine that my first membership month expires on January 5th or so. So if you're interested in that and you want to spend the dollar, because I think that's a great deal, then we can kind of communicate and keep each other accountable and see how we're doing with the workouts she's putting up. You don't have to follow her schedule exactly if you don't want to, because I believe she programs workouts for the entire week. I believe she programs workouts for 7 days of the week, and she just does active rest days where she'll do yoga. I fucking hate yoga, so there goes one workout for me already. Nonetheless, because I have been working out only 1 to 3 days for the past month or so, it might be a little hard on me to jump right into working out 6 days, so I'm going to shoot for 5 workouts this week and active rest on the days that I'm not working out. I may tweak some of the workouts that she has planned, and I can talk about that more on the blog as well. If you're unfamiliar with Zuzka Light, she's also a YouTuber here. She first started doing workouts on a channel called Body Rock, and then she set out on her own and has her own channel now. And without getting too deep into that, basically she does a lot of circuit style, high intensity interval training workouts. Her workouts are similar to CrossFit style workouts, but without that whole douche culture. And I can say that because I started doing CrossFit in 2010 and I did it for years. Once it started getting too douchey, I was out of there and I went back to working out at home. Zuzka Light is one of the resources that I referred to in my other video of just awesome free online workouts. She does have workouts for free that she still posts on YouTube, but she has way more on her website for pay. Normally her website is $10 a month, and I'm not really sure if I'm here for that, but for $1, yeah, I'll do that for a month. If you're not really sure what you want to do for your workouts, I think this would be a great way, because she tends to use minimal equipment, maybe some dumbbells, a jump rope, stuff like that. You don't need tons of equipment, and she also has body weight only workouts. So if there's workouts within her schedule for the next week that you don't want to do, swap them out for something else on her site or even here on YouTube, because like I said, she's got tons of workouts here on YouTube that are free. I still do them all the time. Losing weight is really simple. It's just not easy. People have done things far more difficult than changing their diets and getting more exercise simply because they thought they could. So the only thing for us to do is to assume that we can and then to make it happen. This is just kind of my kickoff video. As I said, I'll be updating in greater detail on my blog because I don't want to take too much time here on YouTube over explaining things that maybe you don't care about. I'll be checking in with you guys again on day 1 of the 12 days of fitness, if not before, because I think I am going to go ahead and put together a workout that we can all do together. My thinking is we can do that workout together on day 1 of the 12 days of Fitmas, again at the midway point, and then again at the end, just to see what kind of progress we've made during those 12 days. And the workout will use minimal or no equipment. I'm leaning toward no equipment because I want it to be all inclusive, and I want to make sure that I have options for people of varying fitness levels. I would call myself an intermediate advanced exerciser. So if you're a beginner, I want to make sure that there are options for you so that you don't feel like, oh, I can't do this, and then you throw up your hands and give up. For your increased activity for this week, make sure that you're doing things that are comfortable yet challenging. Don't slack. Working out is meant to be uncomfortable, but there's a fine line between pain from gains and actually injuring yourself. So just be mindful, push yourself to your absolute limit, but not beyond. I've been injured many times over the years, and it sucks. I still even have a wonky knee that feels okay, but because it was so messed up for so long, I tend to protect it, and it's caused all sorts of imbalances. So take it from me, you do not want to be injured. Just make sure you're pushing yourself enough to actually affect change. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. That's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks so much for joining me on this challenge. If you are, let me know what you're doing for your day 1 of our December Fitness Challenge. And yeah, let's get ready for that 12 days of Fitmas, because I'm going in. I'm going in. I will see you guys in the next one, and have a great week. Bye.
That's a nappy-headed hose there, I'm gonna tell you that now.